ladies, and welcome to day one of the What Are You Really Hungry For challenge. I'm so excited to get started with you. Today we are starting with the first category. So there are 7 main categories of why you emotionally eat and hold on to weight physically. So today we are looking at number 1, which is emotion. Now emotion is a big one. It is probably one of the things we focus on most in Mind Over Muffin when I'm working with clients, because it is playing such a massive role in so many ways. It's also one of the reasons why it is one of the foundational elements in that freedom model that you watched yesterday in the welcome video. We have the physical, the spiritual, and the emotional. Now I know these circles are kind of displayed as even, but really in terms of the work that is needed, or usually the amount of emotion is sat there, it would be the biggest circle, right? Because it is playing such a big role, whether we are talking about emotion that you are carrying from the past, current emotion that is causing everyday stress and things you're holding on to, but it is causing a lot of the triggers that are making you turn to food and reach for food. Before we get fully into emotion today, I want to show you this diagram. Now this is called the issue diagram, the real issue. Now I want you to just have a little look at this. This is kind of the first shift I want you to make in your thinking around food and body, that you do not have a problem with food. I know it might feel like it. I know when you're back and forwards to the fridge and you just, 10 times a day or an hour, and you're in the cupboard, or you're driving home from work and you just can't resist to stop at McDonald's or buy the chocolate from the petrol station, or whatever it is, like wherever that's showing up for you. I know it feels like food is a problem, but I want you to look at this diagram and I want you to see that where it says like the issue in the middle, this is something that is within you that is causing you to reach outside of yourself for food to fill that space or make yourself feel better. Now, as you can see in this diagram, it could be one of many things. It might not just be food. It could be cigarettes. It could be alcohol. It could be scrolling social media for hours. It could be online shopping or buying things that you just don't need to try and give you a quick hit of something to make you feel good. And any of these things that you can see in this diagram are all things that we could be using in excess to try and make ourselves feel better, to use as a coping mechanism, or to give us a distraction. And as you can see, food is on here, but the problem that most people have, and so many women have experienced over their lifetime, is they're trying to treat food as a problem. So they go on a diet, they count their calories, they restrict their food, they cut out sugar, they cut out carbs, they go on the who knows what type of diet, they exercise every day. And yet no matter how hard they try, nothing is changing. And the reason why is because you do not have a food problem. You're trying to treat the symptom of the problem. And the problem is in here. It's that the root cause in the middle of that diagram. Now that can be a combination of all different things that you are carrying. Whether that be experiences from the past that have a lot of emotion attached, whether it be just something hard that you've been through, whether it be lack of fulfillment in your life, like you're not doing the things you want to do. Maybe you hate your job, you're unhappy in your relationship, the kids drive you nuts every day and you're not getting any you time. It could be anything, and very, very unique to you and your situation. But there is something happening within you that is making you turn to food to try to deal with that unconsciously, to try and make yourself feel better, to try and fill a space that is missing. And until that is worked on, you will continue to use food or something in this diagram. Maybe you can see you use a few of them already to try and cope, to try and distract, to try and make you feel better. Please let me know in the comments if this is making sense, ladies, and if this resonates with you. So this is why in Mind Over Muffin, we don't really talk about food. I know you're here to make changes with your eating, but emotional eating is nothing to do with the eating. It is all about the emotion. Like, yes, there may be elements now where the eating has become a habit, but what we need to do is go deeper. We need to go deeper than that. There's no point us just focusing on the eating and me saying, stick to 1,000 calories and stop eating chocolate. Like, it's just never gonna work, because it's all happening in here and in here, and this is where it has to be resolved. So I want you to stop thinking that you need to fix food by going on diets and following food plans and moving your body. What you need to do is look at why you are using food in the way you are using it, and let's work on healing that, which is exactly what we're going to approach in these 7 days. This is what the next 7 days is about. Day number 1 is emotion. Emotion is driving the need for you to reach outside yourself. For me in the past, I had so much sadness, so much hurt, so much anger, so much upset from being cheated on. And what I did because I didn't know how to process that emotion, I reached outside myself and I used food to make me feel better. And this is what a lot of people do. Now I want to explain how emotion can be playing such a big role. So over your lifetime, imagine you have like this cup and there's like a drop of water in this cup every time you experience something emotional, and it is filling up and 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 up until it gets to the point where one more drop in that glass, which might be you just knocking over a drink, and you just lose it. All the emotion comes out and everyone's like, whoa, you only spilled a drink, don't worry about it. But to you, you're feeling the emotion of everything from your past, everything you've experienced, everything that's annoyed you, upset you, made you angry, made you sad, made you feel guilt, shame, everything. So we all have this emotional cup. Now when we're carrying all of that emotion, which we all are because we're never taught how to release it properly, and we should be at school, but we're not, we're at the point of just constantly overflowing. And when we're at that point, that's when we turn to food or something outside of ourselves to try and make us feel better or distract us, because we don't know how to handle this. So a few things that happen when we're carrying this amount of emotion. Now everybody will be. Even if you feel like you're pretty emotionally calm most days, you will still have emotion in there, because that is how the unconscious mind works, and we carry it from our past. It's unavoidable. When you're carrying this emotion, number 1, it will drive unwanted behaviors. Hello cravings, hello reaching for food, hello constant snacking. 2, it puts the body into survival mode. It is taking energy for your body to keep that emotion at bay. It puts the body into survival mode, which is essentially a stress state designed to help you survive a threat, but you're living at it constantly. You might be an 8, a 9, a 10 out of 10 of stress levels, which was designed for a quick hit to help you escape a threat, and then everything come back down within like 30 minutes. But we're not. We're constantly living at this heightened state of stress, and that is affecting everything. It makes us crave sugar, it affects our sleep, it makes us sick, it gives us aches and pains. So by releasing emotion, we can bring that down. Number 3, it is very, very difficult to lose weight when your body is in survival mode, because your body is holding on to everything. It is surviving. It is not interested in letting go of something. So weight loss is hard when you are in that state and carrying that emotion. So emotion needs to be released. We are in and out beings. Like our breath goes in and out, food goes in and out, water goes in and out. Emotion should do the same. But what happens is we feel something, we're not taught how to process it properly, and that energy, we are energy, and emotion is energy, emotion. And so our energy, our emotion, it gets stuck and it's not flowing, and we hold on to it, but we need to let it release. And so basically what I want you to take away is the emotion that you're carrying from the past, present, and what's coming in the future, because sometimes we're even feeling anxious, which is not even happening yet. That's emotion we're projecting into the future. All of this emotion is playing a role in your current eating habits, and without you realizing is making you reach for food. It is making your body hold on to weight. So we need to start becoming conscious of the emotion that you're carrying and start learning how to release it properly. Now this all starts with becoming aware of how you're feeling, the emotions you're experiencing, where they're coming from, and then, like I said, actually releasing them properly. So when it comes to your eating and emotion, it is really important that you start asking why. Why do I want to eat right now? Like, what am I feeling? Is there an emotion there that's driving it? What's really going on? How am I feeling today? Am I stressed? Am I anxious? Am I overwhelmed? Have I taken on too much? Am I unhappy in my job? Like, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling this, and why do I want to eat? Now, today's task is a journaling exercise to help you get clear with the emotions you're feeling, where they're coming from, what you're experiencing. And then there is a small meditation to help you start releasing some of the emotion you're feeling day to day. So that's it for day 1, ladies. Let me know what resonates with you under this video. Let me know when you have completed the content, comment below, and I will see you in day 2.